Hey everyone. So I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I just, been doing some things and trying to get everything ready for these new sets of videos I'm going to be coming out. So as I said, Sundays, it's going to be a new style. I'm going to be presenting a word, something, I feel that I want to do. I want to use Sundays for this and whatever God has put in my heart of that week, that I can share with you guys, and maybe it might, give you guys a new perspective on things, or just insight, or just more information. So today I want to talk about trusting in God. This past week that's what I've been doing my devotionals on, is trust. And I've just, examined my life and how much do I trust God? How much do I let Him be and work in my life? And honestly, it's still very poor. It's not as great as I would hope it would be at. When something happens, I still end up questioning God. I still end up asking why. Why is this happening? Why did this happen? What did I do wrong? And I keep questioning Him. And I know that's not how I should be. I should trust in God all the time. Oh, sorry, excuse me on that. I should trust God all the time in anything that happens, and yet, I still don't. I'm still a little kid. I still want to know why. I think that as humans, it's a reaction we get. We want to know. We're curious, especially when things come and maybe, hurt us or deal with our lives. We're going to be asking why. Why do these things happen? So I've been, doing my devotions on that and just getting more insight and starting to trust God more. And not just trust Him more, but just trust in general. Just give it to Him in everything that happens. So looking at another phone so I could look up some verses that, that really help me understand and help me to move forward in this aspect of trusting God. So as you guys can see, I'm at work right now. On a break, so I thought, better time to make this video. So, okay, so one of the verses I like to go to, especially when talking about trust, is Proverbs 3:5, which is just plain simple. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take. So, it is very hard to do. Very hard to trust God with all my heart, because, I like to feel that I am in control of my life, as we all do. And if something goes wrong, what happened? Where did I go wrong? And we don't look to God so much and see, and try to understand, why would He do? Why would He allow something to happen in our life? And all we do again is, we're children. We ask Him, and we go to Him angry, and we go to Him wondering, and we go to Him with questions and trying to understand. But God's wisdom, God's understanding is far beyond us. So so now to trust Him and trying to know that what this is happening is what's best for us. I think that's a bit of a problem we have, again, because we like to be in control of our life. It's our life. But, I haven't been, it's only certain times where I go to God, and it's after a certain amount of times of questioning Him and trying to understand that I just, give God that trust. But from now on, I just want to trust God wholeheartedly. Instead of when something happens or something is happening, I don't want to run to God and question. I want to go to God and be like, God, I know that this is happening for the best. I may not understand it. I may not like it. Most likely I won't like it. But I'm going to give it to You. And I'm going to give You the situation. I'm going to give You, whatever's happening in my life. And I'm going to trust You with it. That it is for the best. That I will learn from it and I will better myself. And, I'm sure I'm still going to question, right, and it's going to take some commitment on trusting God. But that's something I want to do. That's something, I felt that with, changing my life to be healthier and to be a better form of myself, that things are going to happen the things that suck and things that will get me down. But instead of questioning and instead of trying to understand it right away, I'm going to just give it to God. I'm going to say, God, take the situation. It's for the best. Let me learn. Let me be better for it. And I hope I can do that. I hope I can move forward with just giving God my trust and not questioning him and not being like, so angry. Why is this happening? Rah, Hulk, Hulk smash. And just give him, trust him with all my heart, all my soul, everything that I am, and to know that he knows what's best for me. He's doing this whether I like it, whether I understand it or I don't. That this is happening for a reason, and that's how I want to move forward on this item. I'm sure it's going to take me a while. Some things that happen I don't like, but in time I'll understand it. In time it will make me better, as every situation does. I don't think God does anything to intentionally hurt us. If something is in our path, if something happens, it's for us to be better. It's for us to grow and for us to draw closer to him, because he should be the one we run to. He should be the one we trust in the situations. And sometimes we just don't. Sometimes we feel as if he's not there for us and he doesn't know what he's doing in our life, when he does. He's planned everything. He has the plans for us. He knows what's best for us, and it's for us to walk in those plans, and it's for us to walk in that path. But yet it's hard for us because we don't trust them, not completely. And we can give him our life, but yet we like to hold things close to our hearts still. And yet, why? Because he knows our hearts. He knows who we are. He knows everything about us, right? He knew us before we were made, right? Before we were in our mother's womb. He knew us. He knows how many hairs we have on our head. And yet, we hold back our trust on him. We hold back that, hey, God, this is my life. Let me take control of it. And sometimes we do it for good, sometimes, but most of the time I've learned in my life that when I take control and try to do what I really want and not what God has wants for me, it usually ends up bad. It doesn't end up so well. And maybe you guys have that also thought, and things happen not for the best, and that it was because you didn't trust God in the situation. Another good verse I like is, Isaiah 40:31. But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Again, trust in God with all your heart. He sets the path for us. Another verse of just wisdom, trust in the Lord. We will soar on wings like eagles, and we will run and not grow weary. He gives us strength. He gives us, when we go to him and we trust in him, he gives us what we need to keep moving forward, and in time understand the situation, in time learn why things happen and be better for it. Again, it's something I've learned most of my life. My 27 years, every time I stray away, or not even stray away, just, draw close to God, something happens and I pull back. I don't trust that he knows what's best for me. So, again, it's just one thought of me, one thought I had, just trying to trust God more, trying to draw closer to him in my situation. So, last one thing I want to end on is, this is probably one of my new favorite verses, and probably the original keep calm. You see all those shirts and you see all those posters, keep calm and so forth, so on. But I never have, I can't, I'm sure I've read this before and it just never impacted me until reading this. And it goes like this. It's Exodus 14:14. The Lord himself will fight for you. Just stay calm. It's simple. It's sweet. It's amazing. It's awesome. The way I interpret it is keep calm and let God work. That is it. When something happens again, when we get frustrated, when we're down, we hesitate, we panic, we go nuts, and we try to understand the situation, and sometimes more often than not we make it worse. But what we have to do is stay calm, trust in God, let him work. and we will be better off in the end for it. So yeah, I hope you guys can take something from that, and maybe if you've had trust issues with God or trust issues in general, you turn to God and all of that, and God is always there for us. He has always been there for me. He has not once let me down. Every time I go to Him, I get strength, I get peace, I get understanding. It may not be right away, not all three at once, but one leads to the other and leads to the other, and I learn and I grow spiritually, emotionally, and it's always for the best. So, and that's just one thing now I want to turn to, is just give God the situation in all things and everything. Give God the situation. And I hope that this is something you guys can take. This is something you can learn. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If there's something else you want to learn, a Bible or just a word that something's been on your heart, you need prayer, just leave it down there and I'll get to you, man. I'll do my best, but so thank you guys. This is the first video in my Sunday series. It's might be a little too long, but I'm not sure. But yeah, trust in the Lord always with all your heart. As always, God bless. I love you all. Later.